I'm going to take a topic in programming for problem solving. I'm Revati, Department of Computer Science, SRM IST. So today I'm going to take a topic on keywords, constants, values, names, scope, and binding. So before going to keywords, constant, all those things, first we need to know about data type and the variables. So in the previous class, we discussed about the data types and variables. So data type is nothing but the type of data. So which the data which will be depends on which type. Suppose if it is an integer value, we have a numerical value. It is mentioned by a data type int. If it is a decimal value, it should be mentioned with the float. And then if it is a character, single character, we have a data type called as a char. If it is string, a word, we have a data type of string. Like this, we have number of data types in C. Then we discussed about variables also in the previous class. So variables is nothing but user defined name. It should not be uh, it should not be the data type name. So the declaration of variable is data type space the variable name semicolon. And the declaration of variable. If you need to assign a value for that variable, it should be variable name which is equal to the assigned values semicolon. It should be entered with the semicolon. Directly we can able to declare and initialize the value. We can able to say the example is int I is equal to 20 semicolon. So this is called as data type under variable in C. Now we'll see about keywords. So keywords is nothing but it will give special meaning to the compiler. A variable name is mentioned by the user. So the keyword should not be a variable name. Suppose if it is int enum, we can't able to give those things. So we have 32 reserved keywords in C. So the keywords are auto, break, case, char, const, continue, default, do, double, int, struct, else, enum, extern, float, for, go to, if, long, register. Likewise, we have 32 number of reserved keywords are there. This keyword should not be used as a variable name at any cost. If you are used that is a variable name, it should produce an compiler time error. Next, we will discuss about a constant. So constant, the name itself we can able to guess the constant in the sense the value should not be changed. So we can't able to does not change the value during execution. It can be a number or it can be a letter. If it is a number, we have two types. One is integer constant, next one is real constant. If it is a character type, we have two types. One is a single character constant, string constant. See the type of constants. So we have two types of constant, basically numeric constant, character constant. If it is a numeric constant, in that we have two different types. One is integer constant, next one is a real time constant. If it is a character constant, single character or string constant. Single character in the sense you should specify with colon. If it is a string, it should be mentioned with double quotes. If it is a single character, it should be mentioned with single quotes. So this is called as constants. The value should not be changed. We can't able to change, our value does not change during execution time is called as constant. So we discussed about keywords and constant. Next we will discuss about values. So in C we have two values. One is L value, next one is R value. L value is nothing but the expression that refers to the memory location, exact memory location. For example, the L value may have right hand side or left hand side of the assignment, but R value is different. So it should not have an exact memory location. The data will be stored in some address in memory. So the R value is also an expression, but it cannot assign a value at the right hand side or left hand side. We can able to assign a value at right hand side. It should not be assigned on left hand side. So the example is variables are comes under L values. So that may appear on left hand side of the assignment. For example, int G, that is a variable name is G, int is a data type. Int G is equal to some value 20, 10 like this. So left hand side, if left hand side and right hand side, if you are assigned like that, that is called as L value. Then numeric literals are comes under R values. So it could not be assigned like that. They cannot be assigned and cannot appear on the left hand side. For example, 10 is equal to 20. So it should produce compile time error. So we discussed about keywords, constants, and values. Next, we are going to discuss about names. So names is nothing but in C, we can able to fix the name for function and also for the variable. So the variable name and function name, how we are mentioning, how we are identifying in C. So function name and variable names both are identifier only in C. So how can able to make it as a valid variable name or valid function name? So which has some rules and rules. These rules are the variable name, that is the name should be character. Through it may be a capital letters or small letter. The variable name or function name should be a characters from A to Z. You can able to use the characters from A to Z. It should be small letter or capital letter. And then we have digits also from 0 to 9 we can able to use. But the digit should not be at the first position. We can able to use anywhere except first position of the name. It should not be, suppose the variable name should not be start with 9s 9 string, likewise it should not be start 9 loop, likewise we can't able to mention. So it should not start with the first letter as a digit character. The next you can able to use underscore character, the variable name. So the variable identifier, the name of the variable we can able to mention with the three rules. One is it should have a characters from A to Z. It may be a capital letter or small letter. The digit character also included through 0 to 9. But the condition is it should not be comes in the first position of the variable name or function name. And then we can able to use the underscore also. For example, stop underscore sign is also considered as a function name or variable name. Loop 3, L caps and loop 3, we used digit digit character at the end. Then underscore pass is also a valid variable name. The thing is, it should not start with first letter as a digit character. The next one, what are the things which will not be comes under the restrictions? So first we discussed about the rules. So we have three rules. Then restriction, what you cannot use in variable naming. So what are the things we can't able to use in variable naming is variable name cannot contain any arithmetic sign, a plus, minus, division, multiplication, and then it should not contain dot. It should not contain apostrophes, and then it should not contain any other special symbols like at the rate, ash, question mark. Likewise, the special symbol cannot be there in variable name. So some invalid variable names. Example, 4 flags, because the variable name should not start with a digit, and then some hyphen result. Hyphen is also comes under special symbol, so we can't able to mention a variable name like that. Method asterisk 4. So asterisk is a special symbol, and also it can comes under arithmetic sign. So the variable name will not be like that. What underscore size, and until that it is valid, but question mark and dot will be there in the variable name. So question mark and dot are a special symbol, so that should be an invalid variable name. So we discussed about keywords, constant, values, and names. The next topic we are going to discuss about the scope of variable. Scope in the sense of scope of variable. So scope of variable in the sense the scope is a programming, is a region of a program where defined variables can have exist, and beyond that variable it cannot be accessed. So the variable scope should be a particular scope, that is region of the program, and it is declared and used in the particular region only. So the scope of the variable is having a range of program statements. The variable is visible, that is within the scope. It is invisible outside of it. This is called as a scope of variable. In that we have such three types of places where variables can be declared. One is local variable, global variable, formal parameters. Local variable is nothing but a variable we are declaring and initializing the value, and we are doing the operation inside a function, inside a single function or a block, inside a function or a block is called as a local variable. It should not be visible to outside of the function. Even in main program, in the main method, suppose if we have two or three functions, if I declared a variable, declared and assigned worked a variable under one function one, so it should not be visible in function 2, 3, 4. That is called as local variable. The next one is outside of the global variable. So which is outside of all the functions. So every functions can, even if we have a four function, all four function can able to use the particular variable. That is called as a global variable. So outside of all function, in the sense it should be declared at the top of the main method. Before mentioning main method, you have to declare the global variable. The next one is formal parameters. If we have a function parameter that is called as a, suppose a function data type function name, within the bracket, if you are passing any parameters, that is called as a formal parameters. So the mainly we are going to concentrate about the local variable and global variable, that is called as a scope of variable. First we'll see what is local variable with example, then we will see global variable with example. So local variables in the sense variables that are declared inside a function. Just now I said, which is declared in a single function or a block is called as a local variable. It should not be visible to outside of the particular function. So they can able to use only within that function or within the block of code only. And then the control reaches after the function cross, that is only within the function reach limit it can able to in the region it can able to we can able to use it, otherwise it will be destroyed. It should not be visible to other function or outside of the function. For example, see the program, we used stdio.io.h library function header file, and then we have a main method that that is an integer int main. The main method, within the main method we declared a variable called as int abc. So a and b value is assigned, and c is having a awesome arithmetic operations. Then we printed the value of c. That will be that a value, b value, and c value will be destroyed within the function itself. It will not be seen in the outside of the function. You can't able to use a, b, c value outside of the function. Next one is called as a global variable. So global variable is nothing but it should be it should be available. We can able to declare it is in top of the program. Before the main method, we need to declare that global variable. It is visible to all functions which is in the main method, and that values will hold their values throughout the lifetime of the program. It will not destroy the value after the function end. So throughout the program life, the value should be holded and then can be accessed inside any of the function defined for the program. So in that main method, suppose if you have a four function, all the four function can able to use the particular global variable which is declared before the main method, can be accessed by any function throughout the program, the entire program after its declaration. For example, we included the header file, and then we declared the global variable, that is int g before the main method. So top of the program is global variable. Then the main method, within the main method we have a local variable int ab. Then I can able to use that particular variable which is declared before top, because it is a global variable. In any function we can in any function of that particular program can able to use that value. The value is not destroyed. It holds the value throughout the lifetime of the program. The next topic and the last topic of your fourth is binding. So binding is nothing but an association between an entity and an attribute. So how it should be the entity and attribute, in the sense the binding between a variable and its type or value. So the binding between the particular variable and its data type or its value. Binding between a function and its code. Suppose if it is a variable and its value or type, in the sense int I is equal to 10. So that is called as a binding. Between a function and its code. Suppose I have a function called a function one. Within that I have some statement, and that both the things will be binded. So binding time is the point at which binding takes place. So how binding takes place at which point? What is meant by binding time? So we have such a 4 different types of binding. First one is a design time, compile time, link time, and run time. So we have 4 types of binding. First one is design time, compile time, link time, and run time. So we'll see elaborately. So design time is nothing but binding decisions are made when the language is designed. So binding of plus symbol to addition. So plus symbol, if you are indicating, that is called as addition in C. So which will be binded when the language is designed. In the time itself, it is binded. Then compile time. So binding done while the program is compiled. So once the compilation is over, the binding takes place. Binding variables to the data types. Suppose if my variable is a decimal value, so it should be binded as float B. If it is integer value, int A. If it is a character value, char C. Likewise, it will be binded during after the compilation. Binding done while the program is compiled. The next type, third type of binding is called as a link time. Link time is nothing but compiled code is combined into a full program for C. Compiled the program, the compiled code is combined into a full program for C. So for example, global and static variables are bounded to the addresses. So dynamic global and static variable is nothing. Static variable is nothing but a binding happens before the runtime is called as a static variable. And then global variable are bound to addresses. The last type of binding is runtime. Any binding that happens at runtime. Any binding that happens at runtime. In C, after compilation, we need to run the program. So during a binding that happens after runtime is called as a dynamic. A binding that happens before runtime is called as a static. The values that are dynamically bound can change. So in today's class, we discussed about keywords, constant, values,